I've already watched Despicable Me 4, which is generating a lot of hype, but at the same time, it's raising some doubts. Some people think the franchise is already saturated, others think it's an unnecessary film and talk about the curse of the fourth movie, where very few franchises manage to make a good fourth film. So, is it worth your ticket? Well, in this video, I'm going to give my opinion without spoilers about Despicable Me 4, so get ready because I have a lot to say. Welcome to another Cine Lovers, your channel for cinema, animations, and movies. The Despicable Me franchise premiered back in 2010, and in these 14 years, Illumination has released 6 films in the franchise. They nailed it, especially with the Minions. Everyone knows the Minions. You don't need to have seen the movies to know who they are. I was talking to my grandmother the other day about Despicable Me, and she's never seen any of the movies, but she knows exactly who the Minions are. They're on a level like Bugs Bunny, Mickey, Batman, everyone knows them. But in Despicable Me 4, Illumination has reached a level that I'll discuss shortly. They have outdone themselves. One detail that made me very happy is that Despicable Me 4 is good. The essence of the franchise has remained alive. They didn't drop the ball. It's not the best movie in the franchise, but it holds its own. And for them to maintain 6 films in the same franchise at a high level without losing the charm or getting lost in the story, especially in an animation, they did an amazing job. What also kept the level high was the villain Maxime Lumal, a funny villain with a very unique style. You look at him and say, he's a Despicable Me villain. That's it. The villains are very caricatured and stereotyped. Vector, for example, has a very futuristic style. El Macho is all focused on Mexican culture. And Brat, our bad boy, has a more retro, older focus. I really enjoyed seeing Gru's evolution. Now, besides the girls he adopted in the first movie, he has a baby with Lucy, Gru Jr. In this movie, it shows him a lot as a father, learning to deal with a baby that is his child, but doesn't like him that much. This isn't a spoiler because it's in the trailer. And while he's the father of a baby, he needs to deal with Maxime Lumal, who is focused on defeating Gru. So, he's in a very challenging situation, not to mention blackmail from another character I won't mention, but it puts Gru in a tight spot. I'll talk more about that in the spoiler video. And all this happens with a lot of comedy that only Illumination knows how to do, the kind of comedy that is the face of Despicable Me. Gru and the Minions together, you can't help but laugh. Gru was the protagonist of the movie, and that relieved me, because I think it was in the second trailer where it was all about the Minions, and he had a super quick line, so we thought the focus would be on the Minions, but the focus was on Gru, so you can relax. If you've already subscribed to the channel and activated the bell for all notifications, you can relax even more because you'll receive all the channel's videos, including those about Despicable Me 4. Mega Minions, we need to talk about them because it's very important to mention some details about these guys. First, I found the scene where the Minions transform into Mega Minions to be quite quick. They could have drawn it out and created more suspense. It was quick and easy. In fact, some scenes in the movie are too fast. It stays a little bit here, then cuts and goes to another scene, and then to another. They could have made these scenes a bit more detailed. For me, this happens in movies with many characters, so they need to show all of them, and sometimes some scenes are quick just to show they are there. The girls, for example, appear very little. Second, Illumination was smart because they know that kids like the Minions and also like superheroes, so why not combine the two and sell lots of toys and other products? Because that's practically what happened. The Mega Minions have a small role, and they are funny scenes. You can enjoy them and laugh, but they don't add to the story. If you remove them, the plot of the movie would remain the same, so it kind of seemed like it was to make products of the Mega Minions. And they are cool, Minion superheroes. People will love them. They had a great idea. I just think the Mega Minions could have had a more relevant role in the movie, had a bit more importance to the story. They helped Gru at a certain moment in the movie, but it could have been done by any other character. Something strange happened at the end of the movie too. It had its positive points, but overall it was strange, and I'll tell you more in the spoiler video. Poppy is the new standout character in the movie who ends up interfering in Gru's life. I really like the character. She added to the story and was very important, and I want to to thank Universal for inviting me to watch the movie before the official release. It was incredible. Now, one thing we can't take into account is logic. Many things that happen in the movie will make you think, okay, how? That couldn't really happen. I know, but we're talking about a film series that has minions who built an airplane to escape from prison. You can't cling to logic. That's how the franchise is, and it keeps its essence funny. That's the main purpose. Despicable Me 4 is full of references, which I loved, and many of them you'll notice right away. There are references to classic movie scenes, references to all the films in the franchise, and even Easter eggs. If you want me to make a video showing all this in more detail, put hashtag Despicable Me in the comments. I'm sure they won't stop at this movie. The franchise will continue. I really believe a Minions 3 will be released in the coming years, and even a Despicable Me 5. Do you know why? The Despicable Me franchise is the most successful animated franchise in cinema history, the one that made the most money at the box office. And now, with the fourth movie, which is actually the sixth in the saga, these values only tend to grow. I love Despicable Me. The fourth movie is lighthearted. It's for you to laugh a lot, enjoy the Minions' antics, enjoy the amazing music in the film, because if there's one franchise that knows how to put top-notch music one after another, it's this one, and root for Groot to defeat the villain, who is another super funny character as usual. And it's no wonder it's the most profitable animated franchise in history. But I want to know from you, have you already left a like on the video? It's completely free, and it helps the channel a lot. And all the movies in this franchise follow this essence. If you don't remember, here I'll give you a summary of the first three movies. And have you ever wondered how the Minions, who lived in the age of the dinosaurs, are still with Groot today? That's because the Minions are immortal. Here, I reveal the truth about them that you didn't know. Click there. Thank you very much for making it this far. We'll meet in the next video, here on Cine Lovers.